The Greedy Man's Downfall by Cecilia L. Chianti. Once upon a time, there was a greedy man named Thanga who was always looking for ways to take what belonged to others. He never worked hard, but instead watched others with envious eyes. One day he saw his poor neighbor Liana catching a big fish. Thanga's mouth watered just at the thought of eating it. An idea sparked in his mind. He would trick Liana and get that fish for free. The trap Thanga brought out an old broken vase from his house and carried it near Liana's home. As Liana was returning from the river, Thanga pretended to bump into him and dropped the vase. It shattered into pieces. "You fool!" Thanga shouted angrily. "This vase cost me 3,000 rupees. You must pay me back." Liana was stunned and felt deeply sorry. "I will repay you, Thanga," he said sincerely. Thanga smirked and said, "Good. Every day, give me a fish from your catch. I'll reduce your debt little by little." Liana, poor and kind-hearted, had no other choice. So every day he caught fish and gave one to Thanga. The day without fish, one day the river was dry of fish. Liana came home empty-handed. Thanga was waiting as usual, hands on his hips. "Where's my fish?" he demanded. "There were no fish today," Liana explained. "Please, just one day I will bring tomorrow's catch." But Thanga's greedy mind had no patience. "No fish means your debt increases," he shouted. Liana begged for mercy, but Thanga turned his back on him coldly. A clever plan. Syama, another neighbor, had seen everything. He admired Liana's honesty and decided to help him. Syama went to the market and searched for a vase just like the one Thanga had broken. He found the exact same vase, and it cost only 100 rupees, the trick to expose a trick. The next day Syama waited at his house, watching. When Liana returned home, Thanga stepped out again to demand his fish. But before Liana reached Thanga's house, Syama rushed out, bumped into Thanga, and dropped the vase, breaking it exactly like Thanga had done. "You broke my vase," Syama shouted. "This cost me 3,000 rupees. You must pay me back." Thanga became nervous. "What? That vase is worth only 100 rupees. I won't pay such a huge amount." At that moment, Liana appeared from behind, having heard everything. Anger flared in Liana's eyes. He picked up a stick and gave Thanga a good whack. "You lied to me for 6 months," he shouted. Thanga spun around in shock and saw Liana. His face turned red with shame. Justice served. Syama and Liana brought Thanga to the village chief and explained everything. The chief was furious. "Thanga, you must repay for every single fish you took." For 6 months Thanga had taken fish every day. He was ordered to pay more than 10,000 rupees to Liana. Ashamed and defeated, Thanga bowed his head. "I promise, I'll never be greedy again." Moral of the story: greed only leads to downfall.